Well, Donnie, on a night when your offense certainly wasn't as productive as it had been in the other games in this series, you got another outstanding pitching performance, not only from Jason Monda, but from your entire staff tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I know the scores in the previous games dictated that we were so good offensively. I mean, for me, all weekend long, it was all about the pitching. Other than that first inning on Friday night, we pitched phenomenal all weekend long. And, to credit our guys, we didn't have an opportunity to give up a lot of runs. If you gave up any more, you're not going to win that ball game. So, really good job by the pitching staff the entire weekend.
You've challenged the defense to come up with a big play here and there. And I know you talked to the team about that, about making a great play. Nick Tanielu snared a line drive that robbed them of a run early. And then I thought Brett Jacobs with the dig on the play where Chase Tamsing goes in the hole was just as big at that point in the game.
Absolutely. If you're here watching baseball and understand the game a little bit, those plays completely change the ball game. And in the books, you go home, mom and dad, how'd you do? Means how many hits you got. Sometimes you're going to drive some runs in with your glove, and Nick saved a run there, Brett saved a run there, and gives us a chance. Like I said, we don't make those two plays, we probably don't win the ball game.
Then when you guys were looking for some insurance, you went to the bench tonight, and J.J. Robinson comes up with a big hit for you, and I know that was a big moment for him and the ball club.
Yeah, absolutely. J.J. going to be a good player in the program. He can really swing the bat. And, it's 20-some games in the season, but he's working. I try to tell the guys there's no charity in this game. Nobody gives you anything. And happy for him. Happy. That was probably the first time he'd been in the ball game in a tight situation, and he came through. So that's great for our team.
And then looking ahead to Stanford coming to town toward the tail end of this homestand, I know Saturday's going to be special with John Olerud's number being retired, but before you get to that, just as a baseball fan, how much are you looking forward to Mark Appel and Joe Pistorici Thursday night?
Oh, absolutely. It's basically told the guys we've got 9 weeks playing in the best conference in the country, and someone's going to win a Pac-12 championship. And there's 11 teams trying to earn the same thing, and no more bias for us. There's no more non-league, weekends. It's 9 straight weekends against well-coached teams, very talented teams. Sometimes we get to play in Pullman. Sometimes you're going to play on the road, but it'll be an exciting atmosphere this weekend against Stanford. Well, first and foremost, but I think people forget. John Olerud's 17-year big leaguer, but he had the greatest single season in the history of college baseball. I don't think people can really fathom what he did during that season, his entire career. But that season, you have to ask Craig, but I think it's like 436 with 23 homers and 15-0 on the mound. And the neat part is that our kids will get to meet John. What an awesome guy. He's just like, you don't meet people like John Olerud very often, just as humble and just a great, great guy. And I was trying to explain to my guys tonight just that you're part of that fraternity. I'm not saying you're going to be a 17-year big leaguer, but you played on the same program and on the same field that John has played on, and you're part of that fraternity. And maybe one of these guys in the dugout, maybe one day they'll have their number retired. We talk more about the team. We tell our team, like, hey, maybe that 2013 team will be honored someday by doing some really, really great things. But just to have John back and to honor him and his family and the legacy that the Oleruds have here, it's just it gives me chills just thinking that I get to coach the team that his family's a part of, and I think it's long overdue.